What a glorious evening! Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. So many things have been happening behind the scenes that you guys don't even know. For example, Munro going on tour. Yes, tickets are still available, though they are actually selling out pretty fast. So please go and check out UK tour tickets for Munro. We are going on tour in the UK in November, so please, I want to see you guys there. Go check out, link down below, where you can go buy your tickets for the UK tour. How many more times can I say that? So that has taken priority because I'm just so focused on sounding as good as possible. Plus, if this UK tour goes as well as I'm hoping it's going to go, then we can do a European tour, which will then lead to a US tour, or maybe a US tour and then a European tour. I don't know which way it's going, but management said thumbs up to both European and US tour. Granted, this one does well. So please buy tickets to this tour, please. Secondly, the Honda Fireblade escapade. The Honda Fire escapade. The debacle involving the Honda Fireblade SP 2020 that I bought nearly 3 months ago. Actually, 3 months ago. I bought it at the beginning of May. 3 months! No bike. That has come to an end. I am finally being given a replacement. And not just a replacement, my friends. I am getting a brand new 2021 with 0 miles. The only miles that'll be on that clock will be mine, which is great and also not so great because now I have to be careful. I have to be gentle with the bike because it's still in its first couple of miles. But then it is a Honda, and Honda are actually pretty good at the break-in period, so should be okay, right? I can redline a brand new bike, it's fine. You can't tell me what to do. Thirdly, and finally, I have a house. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. After 2 years of trying to find a place to live, to get out of this tiny house that I outgrew quite significantly, me and Kai have managed to find a new rental property, and we're going to be staying in there for the next couple of years. And it will be the last house I rent, because after this one, I will be buying a Gothic mansion and nothing less. But the new place is fantastic, and the landlord seems really cool. Lots of space. It's in a nice area. It's away from the city and thieving chavs, so it's going to be great. But because it's outside of the city, it's a little bit of a trek. So I've been doing nearly 100 miles a day, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, getting, new furniture, painting supplies, getting, all sorts of new things for the house because it's larger. So we're able to, actually use some more space for some very important things, very, very necessary things for us to do our job. For example, a room for doing makeup. Because one of the most difficult parts of doing this job, doing YouTube, what I do here, is finding the motivation to do makeup. Because at the moment I've been doing it at my music desk because I literally don't have any other space in this house. And I have quite a lot of makeup and not a lot of desk space. So it's very cramped and I drop brushes and I lose shit. And sometimes I just think about doing that. And I'm like, you know what? No, I can't be bothered with doing that today. I'm gonna nap and then go to the gym and then come back and go to bed. Today, I'm gonna be reacting to some memes. I'm gonna try not to slur the rest of my words. I'm gonna try not to laugh. And if I do laugh, I will make a TikTok account where I will upload stuff to it. Maybe even pay some of you to, make your funniest Jake moments into a TikTok-sized clip and put that up on there. It's almost as if I've thought about what I would do if I was to make a TikTok, but let's not delve too far into that, shall we? So if I laugh today, I will be making a TikTok account and uploading original content to it. Considering all of my peers have done it, you'd assume I'd also be doing it too. But I still maintain the opinion that TikTok is utter garbage. From the stale derivative content that people upload to it en masse every day, to the horrendously exploitable algorithm that allows people to use the same 5 songs over and over again. It doesn't matter what the content is, as long as you use some asinine song, it doesn't really matter. People are just leaving comments just yeah, this is a really great video and all, but why didn't you use the 4 songs that everyone's been using? Like that Beggin' song by Madcon, or whoever the hell's doing it now. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for you, my guy. And I think no one does, because finish the race, then gloat, it's fine. You can go ahead and do that if you want. It is your prerogative for being the winner. But I've actually seen that happen before. There's a really old video of some dude who was celebrating way too early. I think it might have been a cycling race, and then someone who was more focused than he was just stole the victory.
Yo, I know these shits gotta be real, man. Watch. Hey, yo, move if you alive.
You know, if you break it, you have to pay for it. And then you have that thing in your house. Broken. And then what if it moves?
Just had enough twins.
Twins.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch.
No, I'm sorry.
It's getting funnier. And it's past. I don't know if I'm allowed to leave that joke in. Let's just move on to the next one before I lose my shit and have to make a TikTok. All right.
Ooh.
That's a dad sneeze. Also, I used to know this chick back in school who literally sneezed like, I think it was the last chick there. Like, it was just like a... No one's believing that. No one's believing. No one's that cute. That's vanity TikTok right there. It's like, congratulations, your genetics formed an attractive face. You worked real hard for it. And people literally make content about being stupidly attractive. Seemingly attractive. And I gotta say, it is the most cringy content ever made. No, actually, that's not true. It is not. It is not the cringy. It's cringy as hell, right? Whenever you feel like you're a mirror and you have these like attractive people just like... just doing all these poses, like showing off like their cheekbones and jawline and showing off the symmetry of their face, and it's just like you shouldn't be watching it. You feel like you're spying on someone, you know, doing cringy shit that they would never do in front of people, but yet here they are, posting it.
Nice.
I should call her.
These aren't clean. These aren't clean memes. They're not clean. I miss Beat Saber, dude. I have Beat Saber. I have the HTC Vive, the Vive Pro. It's at a studio that I don't go to that often. I should really go back there and play some Beat Saber. I really like Beat Saber. Fairies, man.
You lucky piece of shit. Actually perish.
And 7-hour shift. All right. I don't know that. I'm assuming that's the sound of like the counter or something like that, or the checkout, the cash register. I actually have a story about that, and it is very similarly related to trigger sounds that happen in the workplace. So for me, I used to work in a call center. In fact, I worked in a call center for a very large portion of my 9-to-5 wage slave kind of life that fortunately I no longer do. And one of my jobs was inbound, which you would think initially, wow, inbound, that's great. People are calling me. I'm not cold calling people and pissing them off in the middle of the day. They're calling me, so this is going to be great, right? It's not great. Some of these people call you pre-pissed because they've been effed by the system, and they're calling you to convey their dismay with it, to share their emotions on how they feel about being effed by the system. But you know what? That's another story. I think I've already told at some point in my 7 years of doing YouTube. But when I was sitting there waiting for calls to come in, as a call came in, it would go boop. And after about 7 months, hearing that beep, because I hated working. I hated doing a job. A lot of people, okay, this is how I knew I was not built to do 9 to 5. So I would always talk to my colleagues and be like, man, this job would be great if it wasn't like for all these calls coming in, right? Which is obviously a joke because the entire job is taking calls. But my co-workers and my colleagues would be like, oh, I don't know, it actually makes the day go faster when you've got like loads of calls coming. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, I'm really not meant to be here because you all seem to love taking loads of calls and you love it when it's busy because like you can just do that and you vibe with that. Whereas I would just like get lost in my mind or browse the internet and just like sort of try and figure out ways to not be in work anymore, to be someone else, do a different kind of job, become self-employed. And I would love it when there were no calls and I could just sit there and relax and just like think about stuff. Or whenever the systems went down and there were no phone calls coming in, it was great. And I never met anyone who shared that with me. Everyone was just like, no, I like it when there's like, you know, loads of people coming in or loads of calls or I have a lot of work to do. I'm like, no, that sucks. It's a lot of work that I don't want to do. It's a job I don't want to do. It's a lot of work I don't want to do, working for someone I don't want to work for. That sucks. Why would you want to do that? But that beep, right? Just you hear it and beep, beep. And after a couple of months, as my mental health deteriorated, because honestly, there was only so long I could actually do these kinds of jobs working for other people. So it was kind of a necessity that I did this. But as my mental health declined doing this menial shit for someone else, that beep just like I'd hear it and I'd physically go like, I'd have to like stifle like a scream of rage at my situation that I'm like stuck in this job because like it's just enough to pay your bills, but not enough to have savings, so you can't quit and leave. By the way, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing at these memes. I'm just laughing at my own story. I didn't realize it was in slow motion. Actually kind of made it a bit funnier. Good.
They can be a part of something bigger.
Invincible.
Or die.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Watch Invincible. Seriously, it's harrowing. It's a series of comic books I've never read. I've never heard of Omni-Man. I've never heard of Invincible. I've never heard of these characters. Honestly, they seem like rip-offs of Superman, Justice League, you know, all those kind of characters. Like a one-to-one rip-off. Which is why whenever I saw the show, I thought it was just like a parody of, you know, the Justice League and all that kind of, because it's very DC. It's very Justice League. But, you know, like super gory and stuff like that. And voiced by, you know, J.K. Simmons, which was awesome. He's a fantastic voice actor. But I actually discovered that, no, it is actually a real series of comic books, which I had no idea. I'd never heard. I have hundreds of comic books. I've collected comic books for the past 4 years. And never have I ever seen Invincible or Omni-Man in any of the comic book stores, ever. So I was really confused that this actually did exist. Just his friend feeding the camel, ignorant to the fact that his friend is losing his shit. It's the kind of thing I would do. How is this the first I've ever seen That's it, right? Nothing else. Nothing else was conveyed there because you don't need it. Just the idea of a sex note. Enough said. Oh, that raises some ethical questions.
So I just saw a kid crying because he lost £100. So I gave him £15 from the £100 that I found. See, when God blesses you, you have to bless others.
1, 2, 3, and 4. I said, that's the gun up at your motherfucking ball. I said 5, 6, 7. I forgot.
Macaroni salad.
Smaller one.
No, I'll get it myself.
No, you can't.
Such feeble protest. Also, small or large? No. You know what? I actually saw something really funny. And I'm going to bring it up now because I actually liked the video because of how much this one clip made me laugh. So let's see it. Yeah, it was a neat video. All right.
It's almost like we have an imposter among us.
Hank, listen to me.
Don't lie to me, Walt. You sussy baka.
That has been my favorite phrase, and I've been saying it a lot recently. It's honestly shocking. I've not said sussy baka this entire video.
Her shit fat. Don't ever fix your lips to say that, bro. I'm sitting right here, and my daughter in the backseat.
She grabs and screws up his entire stupid face. I actually cried laughing the first time I saw that. Ugh, so glad I survived this time. Do you know what? I'm gonna call it there. I've been recording for 50 minutes. 50 of unfunny shit. Thanks, internet. Wasting my goddamn time. I now have to scrub through 50 minutes of footage. God damn! Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this video. I had a great day today because I made a great day, and I will see you in the next video. All right, goodbye, everyone.